Alright, so in today's video we are going to continue. This is going to be a part 2. The goal is to finish backtesting May. So it's 8:39 p.m. Let's go ahead and start and see how long it takes to backtest the rest of May. It's going to be 2 weeks. Alright, so we start over here. This is going to be Monday, May 18th. This is a pretty clear level over here, and this will be another level. Alright, so it looks like we're already starting to get a bit of shorts pre-market, but my main bias is going to be shorts, because clearly this is the closest imbalance for us to fill. Alright, well, I don't exactly have an entry. Yep, no entry for me. Dang, should I put my level a little closer? Okay, well, yeah, my bias is still shorts, but it looks like we already delivered that. I believe we have a reversal incoming. Alright, so this is a pretty clear reversal. Let's also see it on the 5-minute. Honestly, I would have liked to enter here instead of waiting till here, but that's completely fine. Let's put in our buy. Let's say around 30 points and target there. Alright. Oof. Oh my, that is a terrible trade. Alright, well 30 points is just gone, so it's going to be 600 loss. Alright, let's share a screen. Long trade. Alright, this trade over here was a pretty bad loss. I really wasn't expecting it to be a loss, but then again, I never trade this late into the session. I'm guessing that this honestly should have just been a no trade day, because 7:42 is really late into the session, and it's pretty clear that my level was just way too far away to the downside. Oh my, I didn't even notice it was that far away. It's almost 300 points all the way down. Yeah, that's a terrible level. I need to choose my levels better. May 18th, 2026. Minus 600. Alright, so clearly I am struggling just because my levels are way too tight. Alright, so let's do Tuesday. I mean, way too loose. If I do a loosey-goosey, it's not going to be very good. Alright. So we're at 8:49, let's just keep that in mind. I don't really want to have a level any further away than like 29,000, I guess. 951 seems like a pretty valid level. Okay, we have a good couple taps on it. Yeah, okay. And then it looks like we don't exactly have anything near the bottom, so I will just go ahead and put this for the bottom. Okay, so this is something maybe more of what I want to see. Yeah, so my bias is definitely going to be longs because we have this imbalance over here. And alright, so let's see, can we get a tap down here? Okay, well, that is a pretty interesting wicks to the side. Alright, is there any... Okay, that is quite a... Okay. My bias was long. Do we still have more imbalance to fill? Oh, we do. Yeah, I think I'm struggling with seeing like the bias. I swear, it's so weird. When I backtest, I kind of struggle, but in the morning of, when I'm actually trading on my eval or just demo trading, it feels completely fine. Well, I mean, I guess I'm still gonna have to see what the reaction looks like. Okay, so it looks like it's gonna be bullish. We still have that level to take out. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really looking for anything like that. Okay, so here I will go ahead and go short. Let me keep it at a what is it? Let me keep it at a 25. Let's limit sell over there. Alright, take profit. What is this? Like 50 points? Yeah, that's not too crazy. Alright, well, I'll just put it at the wick. Alright, there we go. So it's gonna be around 1,000. Alright, so this trade was actually kind of awkward because my level was taking a little bit of time to get reacted to, but still before 10 a.m. ET, so I would say that it's not really any trade that I wouldn't take. I would definitely take this trade over here. Just reacting to when it should be kind of a continuation trade is a little awkward for me right now. May 19th, 2026. Plus 1,000. Alright, so let's go ahead and save that trade. Alright, so we're definitely a lot more active here. Okay. Okay, we got some calm levels. Oh, 73 down to 970. Yeah, I think we can use yesterday's level. Would it be good to do that? Let's push it a little higher, yeah. That looks a little bit better. Alright, so obviously my bias is going to be shorts for today because that's where that imbalance is. Let's go ahead right over here. Either one, whether this is a continuation trade or we reverse off there, I am looking to take a trade. Okay, a little bit of resistance. Okay, still. Okay, let's have one more good candle. Oh, dang, that is 60 points pushing. That is way too long, so I'm going to have to wait for a little bit of a retrace. If we have any. Okay, those candles look really bad. Ooh, okay, that would have been a loss if I had waited for a retrace there. Yeah, but these candles look so terrible. I just should not have waited for that retrace, or I should have waited for more of a retrace. Yeah, that's bad judgment. This trade was actually really terrible judgment. As you can see, we had a very, very strong candle to our direction, my bias, and it was just too strong. I put my limit order way too near the middle, and I should have put it maybe over here or something like that so that I could have had a better trade. Let's see, would it have won? Oh no, never mind. Would have lost completely. May 20th, 2026. Minus 660. Alright. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, I'm kind of judging it correctly, but not at the same time. Just my entry is really where it's struggling. Like, I'm struggling. Alright, so in this case, bias is going to be longs. Seems like we might already have a bit of a move here. $132, what the heck? I mean, my level's not that far down, so I don't feel like terrible about it. Alright, already near 7 o'clock. Okay, wait, this is very clean. This is a very nice candle to see. And I am liking this. So 7 o'clock, I'm gonna be honest, I don't usually wait until 7. Like, if I don't take a trade by then, I usually just don't take a trade at all. Let's see, I don't know if that's like a very concrete rule that I should have. Well, if it's past 7, just don't take a trade. Not entirely sure about that. Yeah, bro, are you serious? Exactly wicked out. Okay, yeah, 35 point stop is a little too much for me. This was another pretty terrible loss. I honestly can't lie. I really shouldn't have taken a trade this late into the session. Clearly, I'm not very good at it, and I don't know. I feel like my levels are off when I'm backtesting. Like when I'm just trading normally, I can mark the levels just fine. But right now, my levels this one today wasn't even that far away, and the bias was clearly right. Like you can see, it just continues to go up. The bias was definitely right, but it's just the entry and everything is terrible. May 21st, 2026. Minus 680. I just realized it marked this one wrong. This should be 1200. Regardless, I need to walk in, bro. What is going on? When did I take this trade? 723. Yeah, I am so unsure. Like, I don't understand what it is that I'm really doing wrong. Like, is it my levels? Is it, like, what could it be? Alright, let's fully remove these levels and make this even smaller. And let me try to be a bit of a wizard with my levels. Okay, it seems like a good level. Clearly, we want to see shorts. Should I try experimenting with like mid-levels? And maybe we get a bit of a continuation type of trade. Because the thing is, like, I need to be able to take a trade clearly. Okay, clearly bias is going to be shorts for today. Let's see what it looks like on the 1 minute. Okay. And my bias is shorts. Not entirely okay. See, sometimes I don't understand, like, the bias should be the immediate imbalance. Because we are heavily in a bull run at the same time, so. Okay, well, I will enter a trade right over here. Actually, let's just wait and see how the next candle closes. Alright. Yeah, let's not take any stupid trades. I need a strong close. You can see all of us, we're just creating wicks over here. None of them are having a strong close to the downside. Okay, this is a little too late. We had a strong close to the downside right over here. I would have entered here. But whatever. Let's see. Stop will be at 25. Ew, why am I always getting like the worst like price action right near my trade? I'm about to take the trade. Okay. 37. What the heck? 37 points. I don't want 37 points. Should have priced him more, but whatever. This was a particularly interesting trade simply because at least I was able to see that we clearly need a strong push below because we have created so many wicks right at the level, the top level at 601, and we needed a strong push. Realistically, I would have entered right over here after that strong push, the one with the really, really long wick to the downside. I would have entered right there and I would have had a great trade if we see barely in any drawdown. But over here, I was in a little bit of drawdown, but still I was able to snag 37 points. May 22nd, 2026. 720. Alright, so that was Friday. Yeah, I mean, I'm still like getting kind of used to this strategy, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's supposed to be so simple, and it is really simple. I seriously don't understand why I'm like tripping up so much when I'm backtesting. It is that simple, like, it is pretty simple, and watching on the 15-minute is just like fun and not very difficult, but I'm tripping up. Not exactly sure why. Okay, this is perfectly aligned with my previous levels, so we'll just go ahead and use those. Or otherwise, we can also draw this up as a level to see, okay, like if it takes that liquidity, then we'll see that. But bias-wise, most immediate bias is definitely to the... what the heck? Why am I at Friday, May 22nd? Oh, no wonder the things were so perfect. Why in the world am I at Friday, May 22nd? Okay, it looks like that must have been a holiday. Oh wait, I feel like I remember. Not 8:45, 6:30, there we go. Okay, yeah, no wonder. My levels, why were they so perfect, I was thinking. Alright, let's see, right over here, is that 902? Yeah, nowhere, none of these levels are very, like, unreachable. Let's say right over here, what's that? Okay, and 781, 120 points, yeah, not too bad. The bias is definitely going to be shorts though, so let's see. Maybe we'll mark this level. I see those 2 wicks over here, bodies, okay. And we'll use this as a continuation trade to get down to that level. Okay, so right here, my bias is still shorts. We still have like all the way till this level. So I'm going to mark out that level, and that will be my target. I'm going to enter this trade over here. Let's sell them over here. Oh, these are pretty tiny candles. 40 points. I'll target a little more, like 50. Okay. Alright, let's press stop loss over there. TP, ultimate TP is going to be all the way over here, but of course we will trail until we get there. Okay, so at this point I'd go break even. Actually, 25 points, is that break even? Okay, I'll go to the wick over here. And hopefully we don't have like a crazy wick. Again, really testing my patience a bit. Okay, well what would have happened? Okay, what would have shot up? Dang! Am I too greedy, bro? This would have been like perfectly wicked out as a win, 39 points. Instead of taking around like a little 872, 865. Oh, that's like an 8-point loss. I mean, yeah, definitely could have done a lot better. At least put it at break even. Yeah, this one was actually too greedy, bro. What am I looking for? Like, the wick is right over here. I need to be very, 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 like scared with it. Alright, so this trade was honestly a pretty stupid take on my end. I definitely should have just been less greedy and put it, my usual philosophy is to just put it a little bit below the, a little bit like less than where the liquidity is, and I didn't do that today. I put my level way too high and I didn't even take break even when I was like at 25 points. May 26, 2026. Minus 160. Alright, and we're still in business over here, so let's see. Okay, that's a very strong reaction over there. I mean, we'll put a limit over here, see if we have any reaction, and if not, then we will wait. Okay. Now, shorts. Okay. Not looking too great already, right off the bat. Like, I really hate it when I'm like in a trade and then I'm immediately in drawdown. Yeah, because it feels like it's just immediately gonna cook me. Yeah, see, like, what am I looking at? Alright, another loss. This was terrible. Alright, so this was actually a very stupid little loss as well. After one lose, I should just hop off. I'm not really sure why I took another stab at it, even though it clearly was not my day. May 26, 2026. Minus 500. Alright, well, we are almost at the end. 27th. Alright. Alright, well, we're definitely in a very bullish market, so I wonder how that like affects the trade. Am I supposed to just be looking for longs all the time? It's actually a very interesting question. Alright, so we're 80 points away. Okay. Seems pretty good. Let's see what we are working with. Okay, these wicks are a little weird. Okay, not bad. Gonna need a break past here. Okay, that's a pretty good break. Maybe right over there. Let me put it a little bit less. Let's not get greedy. Dang, this is just mucking around, bro. Dang! Another loss? This was another loss. Yeah, usually I just wait for the price to push through my level and have like a candle closure past. But this, like, I guess break of structure, whatever you want to call it, was convincing me that it would be a good idea. Clearly not. May 27th, 2026. Minus 500. Dang, I am actually doing pretty terrible, bro. I don't know what I need to be doing different. This feels like so weird. Like, I usually perform just fine in person, like with my own levels and everything, but here I am actually getting like cooked. It's a very humbling experience right now. Alright, so this is pretty good. Oh, it's like 180 points. Let's bring this near here. Alright. Alright. Looks pretty good. Let's get like a tiny retrace. And I would enter. Of course, the second I enter, we are heavily in disbelief. Alright, there we go, 50 points, calm trade. Alright, so this was a calm little trade over here. It was pretty clear that we were rejecting off this resistance level over here, and obviously my bias was shorts because of this imbalance over here. It was a pretty good trade. May 28, 2026. Plus 1,000. Alright, so there we go. So that was a Thursday, so Friday, the last day we have, and that's it for the entirety of May. I think we're on pretty good timing, not too bad. I'll put this and we'll try to take a continuation trade to the upside. Other than that, this is Friday, May 29th. Okay. Okay. And I can see it's pushing up higher, like it's clear that we're just chopping around here a little bit. So I'll put my order right around here. Okay, so let's see how this one performs. You know, it's all-time high, so I don't want to get too crazy expectations. I mean, we got filled, but it's still to the downside. Ooh, dang! That is terrible. Yep, we lost. What the heck? Genuinely, what in the world happened there? Alright, whatever. I'm going break even though. Dude, I swear, it takes like forever for it to like render. Alright, 46. I mean, let's just see how far in we can catch this move, and I'll continue to trail. 65 points. There we go, 65 points. Alright, so this was a pretty good trade over here. I think I need to continue backtesting, and I really need to look at continuation trades, because it seems like most of the trades that I take, for some reason, it's like trying to bank on a reversal, and just the thing is that that doesn't really work most of the time. I'm definitely going to look through a lot of my trades that I took, but it's pretty clear that that isn't working. I need to do continuation trades instead. May 29, 2026. Plus 1,000. Alright, whatever, bro. Really didn't want to have to edit this freaking video, bro. Alright, anyways, so that is it for the month of... Alright, so that is it for the month of May. We definitely took a lot more trades in the second set of weeks. And the main thing that I'm seeing that is that we just really need to lock in more on these continuation trades, because it's just like this month is tricky in the sense that it's not like ping pong between these levels. Like sometimes it seems like it is, but obviously in the New York AM session it's not. The main thing is just that, like, because of like I guess the state of the world and whatever, we're clearly in a bull run. Like, we freaking pushed like 3,000 points in this month, so we are clearly in a bull run, and I need to study more, because I don't understand, like, should there be not really a rule, but just like a thought that if we don't have, or what does it look like? Alright, well, anyways, let's take a look at today's stats. "33 minutes, P&L today, 1,220, 10 trades, 40% review rate, win rate." Huh. Well, that's kind of weird. I mean, 40% win rate, but... So we start over here. Yeah, so it's like I take 2 losses in a row and 1 win, and that covers the 2 losses, right? 1 win, that covers the 2 losses. 1 loss, 2 wins. Bro, I'm like so on the edge of being profitable. Like, it's like so like close. Like, clearly my RR is a little, you know, a little different. Like, it's usually 1 to 2, and I'm trying to incorporate more of like trailing my stop loss to try to catch big moves. Like, let's see here, if I were to trail it over here, would I catch even more? I mean, I would have gone stopped out there. You know, it's just like the possibility. Like, I wonder how the trailing works to be able to catch these bigger moves even when there's chop. But to me, it really just looks like kind of strange, kind of interesting at the same time. Like, so this is the back-tested month of May. Wow, we have so many losses. Oh my god. But it's like, oh wait, this is all strategies. Support and resistance, okay. Yeah, it's like I'm catching 60 points on regular, and when I lose, it's like 32. What the hell? Why is it 32? 25. It should be 25 max. I don't know how I got 600, negative 660. Oh, I mean, one of these days I did trade more than once. Okay, that is fair. I mean, yeah, so my main, I guess, analysis here is just that I need to do a little bit more better marking out these